Hello, everyone, and welcome back. It's been a long time since I've done anything, and I'm sorry about that. I've had other things going on, career wise, that have prohibited me from really being home much, and unfortunately, the channel got left behind a little bit. I also had problems. I bought a new computer and had a lot of problems setting it up and getting my audio and my recording software to work, especially with the updates that Windows has been putting out since I'm running on Windows. I have not upgraded to Windows 11, nor do I think I will for quite a while, just because of the problems with a multitude of things that they've uncovered. And until thorough testing has been done by independent sources, there's no way I'm going to update from a stable platform to an unstable one. So today we're going to be playing HardSpace Shipbreaker. This is going to be a continuation of a game that I've already been playing, if you can see here. We have my ID tag of Aerogamer. I got some points and a lot of debt still. We're doing an open shift, so there's no time limit on this. I like just kind of floating around in here. We are playing on an early access version, and the last update was in December of last year. Let's get going. For all you new subscribers, I do really appreciate you following my channel on YouTube. I'm also on Twitch under Aerogamer TV, I believe. I haven't been on Twitch either that much. HardSpace Shipbreaker has changed.
Links would like to share the following inspirational message. The greatest reward in life is the chance to work hard at work worth doing.
As you can see, if you haven't played it before, there's inspirational messages now. There's also a hab instead of your just TV screen. I don't remember if I have anything on this channel of before the update when I started playing, but this update's pretty cool. There's more story to it. So here's what it used to look like. It was just this. And now we have a full tab. So if we go to, here's our equipment terminal. If we want to upgrade or look at our messages or all of our messages that we can find, we have a ship doctor, and I can actually, this is what we're building, but I still need wire. As you can see, I got 12 out of 36. And then this is my current level out and all that stuff. I've unlocked quite a few things. I'm almost a master salvager, so I'm almost at the top of their tier tree. If you want to see the window, we can look out and you can kind of see everything. Other stations, the hyperspace terminal route and everything like that. If we go over here, you can change these posters. Here's our suit over here, and here's all of our equipment. So if we look at our equipment, I have pretty much unlocked everything I can. Just need to get a higher level to unlock some of this stuff. Maybe some more points for some other things. Helmet, I'm not worrying about the helmets or the, but I am worrying about the work suit. So I'll go ahead and purchase that heat resistance right there. And the reason I'm not worrying about the helmet is because since I'm doing basically open season or sandbox, as I like to call it, there's no oxygen requirements because I disabled the drain. Because I just like to play the game like that. I'm not all about full-on realism in games like this all the time. I don't think I have any repair kits to repair this. Sometimes I like it, but most of the time I just kind of like to amble my way through games nowadays. This game especially, it's a lot more fun, I think, just to puzzle around how to deconstruct all these ships. I'm thinking I'm going to go with this level 9 Javelin Heavy Cargo. This is not something on its corrupted, meaning it has enemy AI. The AI in this game, if you don't know the story, there was a big war because AIs revolted, or most of them did, and humans were almost wiped out. And so humans ended up winning the war, but they destroyed what they thought was all of them. And I'm thinking they didn't, based on the story I've gotten through so far. I think it's a big possibility that there's the original AI that started the war is still alive somewhere. But anyways, I think we'll go with this one. So we're going to claim a new ship. And sorry for this load time. I haven't played the game in a while, so everything is booting up from cold storage, basically. There we go. So I have 19 tethers. So that should be fine. We'll just come over here. Take off the stuff that we can. And I'll just do it this way. Yay. Alright. So basically, if you guys don't know, the entire goal of this game is to deconstruct the ship and throw the parts into different areas. Like, it'll say barge, which is down there, processing, which are the blue, or the furnace, which is the red. So as you can see, the cutter won't do it, but my bomb will. And you can see the plane at which the bomb explodes at. So if we put it on here, we get away from it, and we fire the trigger. I've upgraded the bombs a little bit. When you first start out, they kind of go all over the place and don't follow the plane at which they show. They're very kind of faulty about half the time in that aspect. And as you upgrade them, they get better. So you see I could cut these right now, but if I did that, you look inside here, you see the danger. It means it's pressurized, and if I did that, it would explode outwards. And we don't want that. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for a way in. Which is usually somewhere around here. It might be over near the fuel tank. I want to get inside. I think I might go over here to the fuel tank because I am almost positive there's one there. Yep, there it is. Okay. Sometimes they're on the outside of the ship, the access ports, the panels and stuff. The airlocks, that's the word I was looking for. So the red signifies there's no pressure, which is awesome since we're in space and there's no pressure in space. And then we activate it again. And now it's pressurized and we can go through. Alright, so here's the trick. There's a bunch of stuff in here that shouldn't... There's stuff in here that shouldn't be in here. Let's see if I can find them. Yep, these. But I definitely want the wire. Okay. So what we can do with these is just destroy them. They can be put on fuel tanks. They can be anywhere on the ship, so you got to be really careful. If they're on fuel tanks, if you don't cut off the beam immediately, the fuel tank will explode. Just a bunch of stuff that you can collect. I do need wire. And I'll probably need more of this stuff anyway, so I'm just going to collect it. You can see the red. That signifies that it's been tampered with. And there you go. There's your tampering. You get locked out of places. So I'm going to go outside of the habitable areas of the ship and find what I can. You'll find the AI things in weird places. And I'm not sure if they'll integrate this more into the game or whatnot, but if you don't destroy them, I'm sure that at some point that might actually cause some serious issues. If they go into like the processing facility, you might corrupt your, that might be an end game sort of situation where if you get enough of those AI components into the processor, it might cause the AI to take control of your facility and then kill all humans or something like that. I think that'd be a cool little twist. So here's the problem that we're facing right now. It's pressurized in here, and I could totally like unpressurize it by cutting. I would rather not do that if I don't have to. So I'm going to try and find oxygen system. No, that's an airlock. Okay. And you got to be careful with the airlock pressures and destroying, unpressurizing aircraft, because all this loose stuff can hurt you. So this is called an AI node. Same with the circles. They come in different shapes. I can extract wires from here or put them in the barge. The problem is because there's power on, these are on. This is an oxygen atmosphere regulator or oxygen creator. It's broken, so I can't use it. Yeah. I could just destroy the door. You can see issues might arise doing this. There, and you see how that caused the vacuum. I don't know why, but that's what it did. But now I can deconstruct this area. So this panel back here goes into the processor, but everything else on it, like this cargo, goes into the barge. So that's where we're gonna throw it. So now that it's like that, I can pull it in and I can take the component. But see, as soon as I do that, I destroy it. And if you're looking for money to get out of debt, well, there you go. I just lost 6,000 credits. And with it going into the furnace, maybe I get some amount of credits, but nothing special, right? Not a lot. And we can use these tethers to pull stuff over to there's perspective bins, so we don't have to do it. There's a compartment underneath the seat here in these. Sometimes it has good stuff like that, sometimes it has junk. But it's good to look. So because the power's on, you can see it kind of sparks a little bit as I pull it off the wall. There you go, 3,000 credits for that. So I think I'll take the wires. Oh, nope, it's going in. Well, there you go. Destroyed to scrap. That's unfortunate. Not a big deal. You don't want to destroy too much scrap, or else you start losing the levels that you see up there on the top center of the screen. All right, take this seat, launch that down there, and you want to be careful when you're yoinking these off, because if you move too fast, they'll hit the walls and stuff, and they'll damage themselves, and at some point they'll damage themselves so that they are destroyed. And when that happens, well, it's worthless. And with electronic equipment, when that happens, and if it's close to you, you can get shocked from it. And that's not cool at all, especially if your suit doesn't have any sort of shock resistance. You could just end up dying right then and there. And while that's not too big of a deal, it does cost quite a bit of money to get, recloned. Okay, I think we got most everything. Just get this window off, because this glass isn't recycled. It goes into the furnace. Same with the frame around the window. Yeah, be careful when you're dragging stuff like that. You can get hit by it. Alright, there we go. Now I can deconstruct. The laser has an unlimited amount of uses. However, if you look down on the lower right-hand side of the screen, you'll see a cutter temp, and if that exceeds the box that it's in, right, the usage meter gets full, then you'll damage your equipment. Though that being said, your equipment also is damaged over time because of usage. So it is still realistic in that sense of the realism. Oh, what I just did was I went into a scanner mode, so you can see which areas have pressure, which are decompressed. You can see different. You can cycle through different scans to objects, systems, structural, kind of figure out where the systems go. I don't use it that much, but it is a nifty little tool if you're into that sort of thing. It's kind of tedious work at the beginning, as you can tell. No getting around it. You gotta. When the higher level you get, the more. And the higher level in the ships you get, the more you have to be careful. And they designed it that way on purpose. The lesser level ships are much more forgiving than these are. So this is. An airlock. Good, good, good. So I can just open this door, maybe. No. Okay. So if you can hold you can hold control and hold your position, or you can hold Z and you'll grab onto a wall and that's why it's dangerous to do this. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what happened. I think the fuel cell exploded. But I am absolutely stuck right now. Yeah. And I died. I got shocked to death.
Please return to work.
Yeah. Not optimal levels. It's a very corporate world, you see. Your next of kin will be billed for your unreturned equipment. But, overall, I really do like playing this game. I'm not going to be able to get this entire ship done. This ship will take about 45 minutes to do, even though I totally destroyed it. Luckily, I didn't get to the fuel, which is good. But still, I destroyed most of the stuff inside. Not that most worrisome, because honestly, it's the frame is the most expensive. The core is expensive. That would be the nuclear core or whatever they use to power the ship. Then you have radiation filters that are worth a pretty penny. You can see the radiation right there. That might have been what blew up. Coolants can be pretty expensive too. But you don't want to fly into those sparkly things, not unless you have good radiation protection. Alright, so I think this is where I was trying to go. Yeah, so I wonder what happened. Look at all this. Yeah, that's definitely radiation. That was damaged. It's not dead yet, but it's not in a good spot. And I can't get to it yet, so... Yeah, how is that? I don't understand sometimes. I want to get a side panel off so I can start getting some of this stuff clear. And before fuel tanks explode and whatnot. So, these are fuses. You gotta wait for the red lights to finish, and then you can safely extract them and collect the fuse. And once you remove all the fuses and the power source, the electrical power source... oh, coolant exploded. That's not good. That was an AI core, or a light. Here's some more fuses, and they actually move faster once you start removing fuses. So you got to be quick about it sometimes. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me through. Let me through. Trying to figure out front from back here. It's a wall. And that's a wall. Oh, but I can go through this wall. Look at that. So we can just remove some of this stuff right here. Let my cut temperature go down before I keep lasering everything. Good, good. Just make sure I get all the yellow squares around here. Yellow is cuttable and won't cost you anything. If you start cutting other things, it will cost you money. Or destroying things that cost you money, which is all used to pay back your debt. And I have not even gotten close, ever, through any of my playthroughs, to paying back my debt. And until you pay back your debt, the company owns you. And afterwards, I don't know. They don't own you anymore. And so there's that. I'm sorry for that leg. The game is pretty optimized. All in all, I think it's a beautiful game. The only downside is every once in a while you hit those hiccups where you're, even with a really good graphics card, which is, I have an RTX, high-end RTX card. I can't remember the exact number right now because it's been a while since I bought my new computer. But even then, it still hangs up every once in a while on those bloom effects. As pretty as they are. Alright, did I get everything? Yep. Let me out. Let me out. Okay. Let's see if I do that. Will it let me out if I do that? Well, probably not because everything's in there. Fine. How about this one? Good, good. This is going to try for a long time, unless it stays red. Or you can cancel them. I just can't remember how to cancel them. Or you do some stupid thing like that. And yeah. You're in no danger. Calm down. But yeah. This goes in here. Now that that is clear, that goes down there. Same with that one. And then that can go. These have a maximum weight that they can haul, and then, well, you have to start adding more to actually make the thing move, or it just fails and the tether breaks. I have pretty good tethers at the moment, so I haven't had them break on me recently. And by recently, I mean like 3 months ago when I last played this game. But coming back to it, I haven't played it since, yeah, not 3 months ago, 2 months ago. I played it right after the update came out, and then got frustrated with my computer for not being able to do recordings correctly. Basically what was happening is it would just freeze. The codec imaging was all screwed up for recording my screen, and it really annoyed me. I had to do a lot of troubleshooting to get it. I went from an Intel system to now I'm rocking an AMD system, and even with the same operating system, because of the different instruction sets that AMD uses, it was just even with an NVIDIA card, the instruction set and the firmware and everything is different, and it just gave me a super headache trying to switch it over to be able to record these screens. Before we go, I'll just show you this real quick. If you launch a tether, if you launch a catch out like that, which is your left mouse click, you can actually click your right mouse click after you upgrade this thing enough, and it will haul you towards the thing, and then you just hold control to stop. But this is where we buy our stuff. Like I said, I think I needed some repair kits. Might as well top off on the tethers and Nova Fuel. This is where you buy your oxygen as well. Repair kits, patch kits. I haven't really used the patch kits too much. Usually you can turn your head fast enough to avoid getting smashed in the helmet and cracking your glass. It can happen. I have had it happen. And then your oxygen starts leaking out, and even with no oxygen depletion you will still lose oxygen if your helmet cracks, and then you have to go buy more oxygen if you don't die before repairing it or getting to your hab first. But anyways, this has been HardSpace Shipbreaker, and I hope you enjoyed this 30-ish minute long video of me just fooling around the game. If you liked it, it is up on the Steam store. It's still early access, I believe, but it's a great game. It's very polished for early access. I mean, just look at you got pretty good view of everything. Every once in a while they'll launch a ship too, and you can see what those routes are in your hab. But anyways, like I said, this is HardSpace Shipbreaker. I hope you enjoyed watching. I really do appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to watch. I know COVID is annoying, and I do hope you all the best in avoiding COVID, or if you have it, recovering healthily. Is that even a word? But recovering to 100%. As always, if you liked my video, please click the like button. If you dislike the video, click the like button. No, I'm kidding. If you dislike the video, feel free to hit the thumbs down. I won't be offended. But if you do hit the thumbs down, leave a comment. Tell me why you dislike the video. See if there's something I can fix in the videos, or if you just didn't like the game, just let me know why you didn't like the game. It helps me reach more people. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad, as long as you guys comment. I would really like good comments, but bad comments are fine too. I try to respond to all my comments if you guys have questions. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Most of the viewers on my channel, even though it's been a while, still get quite a few views are not subscribed. In order for me to do more and more things on YouTube and on other platforms, I do need more subscribers and I need more views. If you have friends, please point them out to my channel. If I can get enough subscribers and enough views per day, YouTube will start paying me, which is crazy, but they will. And if they start paying me, I'll start doing giveaways. Well, more often than what I do now, which is like once a year. But most of the money that I make on these videos, once I get to that point, will go to you guys in the form of raffles and giveaways and contests and whatnot. And it'll range from anything between like little things to maybe I'll do something huge, like a trip somewhere. Right? I'll pay for a flight and a hotel, all inclusive travel to like Mexico or Europe or Asia or something like that. But that's far down the line because I don't have the subscriber base to even think about doing something like that. But one day that would be really cool to do. As always, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and bye-bye.